Hello and welcome. In this Dragon's Dogma 2 video, we will look at the best build in the game in my opinion, and explain its strengths and capabilities. If you like this kind of content, please leave a like, and subscribe to the channel. With no delay, let's get to it. Let's start by choosing the vocation, and that is the Warfarer. While the Warfarer has to allocate one of the 4 skill slots to rearmament, this is completely worth it for what it actually offers. The lack of access to Meister skills won't be an issue, because we don't need any of those. By playing the Warfarer, we will get access to all core skills for all weapons at the cost of 1 skill slot. Even if you carry and equip all weapons, the weight load won't be an issue, since only the heaviest one is calculated. But if you equip too much weapons, circling between your options will become unpleasant, and it will drain too much stamina. Therefore, only some weapons will be on our character. For the first weapon, let's think offense. Therefore, we will equip a Sorcerer Staff. The best offensive skill in the game is Augural Flare. It melts strong enemies like drakes in less than a minute. This spell may be not as flashy as a giant tornado, or meteor showers, but it does more damage and takes less time to cast, leaving you less vulnerable. Additionally, with the Sorcerer Staff, we will get access to Levitate, an amazing mobility and exploration tool. The Archer Staff can also replenish our stamina if needed. Still looking at the Sorcerer, we will also get another spell, that is High Frigga. This spell can hit multiple small targets and send them in the air, so it has some crowd control potential, and on top of that, it may also help to freeze targets. But those are not the reasons why we will get this skill. After High Frigga is cast, it leaves a platform that we can step on. Combining High Frigga with Levitate will leave our character with ultimate exploration potential. By stepping on the ice platform created, and then levitating, we can reach higher places and get those chests and seeker tokens faster and more easily, without the need to use consumable items. By now we chose 1 Sorcerer weapon and got 2 skills for Sorcerer. Why don't just play Sorcerer? Well, the Sorcerer has a flaw. Its defense. When surrounded by monsters, chances are that, slowly levitating around, or casting slow spells that might be interrupted, won't help you that much. That's why we will get an amazing defensive skill, Mirror Shield. This is a skill from the Mystic Spearhand that makes you and your allies immune to damage for some time. Enough time to get some attacks in, or cast a spell. Basically, if used correctly, this skill guarantees victory. On top of that, by equipping the double spear, we will also get access to many fantastic combat maneuvers. Like having great battle mobility, teleporting around from enemy to enemy, and also a crowd control area effect. We can even combine these two in the same cast, but the timing may be harder to pull off consistently. The dual spear strong attack is great for finishing targets affected by our charged shots, and can also shoot a little magic wave for dealing with weak foes at a distance. Using the standard dual spear attack can quickly defeat small targets, and is great to activate the Augural Flare explosions on strong monsters. If you manage to combo Augural Flare with Winding Cut perfectly, the enemy will be eliminated, no matter how many health bars it has. By now we combined great offense, great defense, and great mobility. With all that, the build is more or less complete. But since rearmament is already there, we can add even more on top of that. If we equip a Mage Staff, it will be possible to heal ourselves and our allies, and also have an additional attack against undead. With daggers, there will be more chances to grapple monsters, target weak spots and have faster movement in general. By equipping a magic bow we can better fight targets at a distance, even synergizing well with Augural Flare. We can even carry a standard bow for shooting the unmaking arrow if necessary, or for doing that one specific elf quest that requires it. My suggestion is just equipping the Archer Staff, the dual spear and the Mage Staff most of the time. For augments and rings, we will prioritize those that enhance stamina, grant better stamina regeneration, or reduce stamina costs. Since our damage and defense are already great, having more stamina will enhance both of these areas, while helping with running around the world. For pawns, one of them will be a mage, for the specific purpose of casting Halidom, to cure status effects. It will be beneficial if the mage also gets celerity and high leaven. That last one is great to help with the Algaral Flare explosions. The other pawns will be sorcerers with Algaral Flare and high leaven, to create and empower magical explosions. Remember that Mirror Shield can also protect our pawns, and help them cast spells without interruption. With this setup we will be able to defeat most enemies safely, and very quickly. Alternatively, just use the other 2 additional pawns to get money and items with pawn quests, since we can already deal with monsters ourselves. Now let's talk about how to apply these weapons and skills on the field. To kill weak monsters, teleport to them, and attack with the dual spear. Use Frigga to hit multiple foes at the same time, or just shoot them with your Arcastaff. The charged bolt from the spear hand will also slow down monsters so you can maneuver to target their weak spots, or avoid hitting their shields. For those annoying flying monsters, force them on the ground with a charged bolt, or shoot them with the staff, and with Algaral Flare if the monster has too much health. It's also possible to teleport up to them for an attack or a grab, but doing it near a cliff or mountainside can be dangerous. For big strong monsters, we want to cast the Algaral Flare on an easily accessible spot for subsequent strikes, change to the dual spear, and quickly attack it, using Winding Cut if possible. If it's too far away, we will just shoot the flare at a distance with our staff. It may be a good idea to start a challenging encounter by getting the shield up and moving to an advantageous position before engaging. One nice general combat flow is starting with Mirror Shield, then shoot a charged bolt, then teleport, then do a heavy attack, then refresh the shield while charging the next bolt, and repeat. You can do a series of quick attacks or a winding cut instead of the heavy attack, depending on the situation. If we run out of stamina, the Arcastaff can be used to replenish it. There you have it. This build is very strong and versatile. It has great defense, great offense, and great exploration potential. It is able to take on any challenge, having access to both physical and magical damage. If this video was helpful to you, please leave a like and subscribe, turning on the notifications bell. And if you want to discuss this build, or have an even more amazing one, leave a comment. Have a great day. Until next time.